bringing Israel to the world. This is IBN News.
With news of Israel, I'm Susan Michaels. According to senior lawmaker Ram Ben Barak, head of the Foreign Affairs and Defense Committee, the Knesset's review panel may recommend changes to defense export policy due to the high-profile allegations that spyware sold by Israeli cyber firm NSO Group has been abused in several countries. In an interview, Ben Barak said, "We certainly have to look anew at this whole subject of licenses granted by DECA," referring to the government-run Defense Export Controls Agency. An interministerial team has been appointed to assess reports published since Sunday after investigation by 17 media organizations reported that NSO's Pegasus software had been used in attempted and successful hacks of smartphones belonging to journalists, government officials, and human rights activists. NSO has rejected the reporting by the media partners as full of wrong assumptions and uncorroborated theories. An international commission of inquiry into alleged crimes committed during the latest conflict between Israel and the Islamist group Hamas in Gaza will be headed by former United Nations Human Rights Chief Navi Pillay. The council will look into all alleged violations, not just in Gaza and the West Bank, but also in Israel during hostilities that were halted by the May 21st ceasefire. At least 250 Palestinians and 13 people in Israel were killed in the fierce fighting, which saw Gaza militants fire rockets toward Israeli cities and Israel carry out airstrikes across the coastal enclave. Following a massive manhunt near the Lebanon border with Israel, the IDF captured 2 suspects who crossed into Israel. The military reported it had observed 2 people entering along the northern frontier in the wee hours of the morning. Efforts to capture them included deploying additional forces to the area and blocking off roads to cut off any escape. And this week, Prime Minister Naftali Bennett slammed Israelis who refuse the COVID vaccination, urging the public to pressure vaccine refusers that they know into getting inoculated, saying, "I appeal to anyone who knows a vaccine refuser. Convince him, explain to him that he must not harm others. Do not give up." I'm Susan Michaels.
IBN, Israel Broadcast Network.